Here's absolutely everything going on with Sydney Sweeney and that controversial American Eagle campaign. So actress Sydney Sweeney launches a campaign selling jeans with American Eagle. A now deleted video for the campaign includes a sultry Sweeney looking at the camera as she buttons up her jeans, and she says, quote, "Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair colour, personality and even eye colour." So at this point it's very obvious she's talking about genes with a G, genetic genes. Then she delivers the line, "My genes are blue," which appears to be a visual pun. She's no longer talking about her genetics, she's talking about her genes with a J. And then a male voice chimes in, "Sydney Sweeney has great genes." And it's a double entendre. They're talking about how Sydney Sweeney has great genetics and she's also now got a great pair of jeans to wear. So why has this sparked outrage? Well, critics are calling attention to the phrasing of great genes being delivered by and centred around a blonde, blue-eyed white woman. Some people think there is a sinister subliminal racial messaging here. Essentially that they're trying to push an image of genetic purity, a narrative that a blonde white woman has superior genes. Critics have gone as far as to say that it's, quote, fascist propaganda and that it's likening beauty standards to whiteness. People are even calling it a eugenics campaign. Eugenics is the belief that people can improve their genetic traits by controlling who has children and who doesn't. The Nazis famously used eugenics as a way of pushing the narrative that the Aryan race is superior. Of course, not everyone agrees. Some commentators on the other side have argued that this was a refreshing campaign that was unapologetic in stepping away from, quote, woke advertising. High-profile critics like Megyn Kelly have spoken out to dismiss the criticism. She called it an overreaction from the, quote, lunatic left and defended Sydney Sweeney. Other commentators are saying that this is cancel culture gone mad. American Eagle taking the video down could be seen to many as an admission of guilt or wrongdoing, but they appear to still be benefiting from the campaign because it's being reported that despite the backlash, American Eagle's stock surged in the wake of this campaign, and it's estimated that they may have even increased their company value by 400 million. Some fashion commentators are also coming out and pointing out that big brands are more comfortable than ever with polarizing brand campaigns as long as they drive attention. So what do you guys think of all this? I would love to know what you think in the comments.
So it all started in July 2025 with American Eagle's new ad campaign called Sydney Sweeney Has Great Genes, or jeans, whichever you want to call it. So cute wordplay, right? It is a play on jeans and jeans, jeans and jeans, with lines like genes are passed down from parents to offspring, right? Often determine the trait like the hair color, a personality, and even eye color. Many genes are blue. Sounds harmless, but oh boy, did it spark firestorm? Yeah, it did, and a lot. Critics jumped on this first, saying its ad focus on genes, and Sydney, blonde hair and blue eyes, was giving off some serious eugenics or white supremacy vibes. Yeah, so you had that right, white supremacy. So outlets like MSNBC and the Washington Post called it out, arguing it promotes whiteness or outdated beauty standards. And then the plot thickened. So turnout Sydney is a registered Republican voter in Monroe County, Florida, back in 2024. So according to the public records, now this doesn't mean she's waving a MAGA flag, but it got people talking. So some ex-users like Mark, who said, we are quick to tie this to MAGA, especially since Sydney family caught hit in 2022 for wearing MAGA-style hats at her mom's birthday party. So you'll see what this is leading. It's leading to actually, pointing out that the whiteness, the wokeness is the face of MAGA. Now, there are Republicans who are actually saying that that does not represent the MAGA, or the ad campaign, but people are talking about it.
Surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her.
What kind of person would you have wanted American Eagle to use? A blue hair person? A purple hair person? A they, them? No, a man in a dress.
And the backlash has led to several actual articles being read. This is Fox News. It's a liberal media outlets argue Sydney Sweeney good genes ad promoting whiteness eugenics. And this is one of the things that actually contributed to this controversy from the start. The creative blog also writes, Sweeney shameful American Eagle ads are wrong on so many levels. You'll go and read the article. And also the red state, American Eagle does the unthinkable in response to Sydney Sweeney ad campaign freakout. So it goes ahead and say, in perhaps the dumbest story of 2025, and that's saying something, clothing brand American Eagle and Hollywood star Sweeney has been embroiled in a scandal. Yes, about genes and Sydney Sweeney. Somehow sparked a debate about eugenics, because everything must be stupid at all times. There's simply no limit to how committed the left is to the intersectional politics, and if it may mean taking the wrong side of yet another 80 to 20 issues, they are happy to do it. Meanwhile, normal people, especially male voters, whom the Democrats claim to want to appeal to, are left dumbfounded. With the background out of the way, the next question was always going to be how American Eagle handled this situation. Typically, when any kind of outrage emanates from the far left, corporations are quick to bend the knee, releasing some half-baked apology. Shockingly, that didn't happen here. Instead, American Eagle delivered a far more succinct message to the haters. Pound sound. Then this is sportscader.com. It says, never shopping at American Eagle again. With subtitle, American Eagle ad face backlash on the internet over its Sydney Sweeney has great genes campaign. How American Eagle Sydney Sweeney good genes went wrong. American Eagles just dropped their response to the Sydney Sweeney ad drama. I'm absolutely screaming at how messy this has gotten. Yokbat, a professor of marketing, and Joseph G., researcher professor at Northeastern, says campaigns like this cause controversy at their own expense. Not least because investors can weaponize the backlash into companies' detriment. From a short-term brand awareness perspective, the campaign clearly did a great job, as evidenced by millions of organic impressions generated by ensuring backlash. So Bart said. But that awareness also comes with a price. A narrative about race and privilege across multiple platforms. That company has yet to do what? Comment on how may have negative consequence for their brand in long term. So one immediate effect was a deluge of commentary on the situation, which divided the users between those who saw the ads as promoting eugenics and the other who dismissed the criticism as woke nonsense. These days, a blonde, blue-eyed white woman being held up as the exemplar of great genes is a concept they maybe shouldn't have made it past the copywriter's room. So this one is wrote Jen Ji Zhang Sledge. So the Americans have talked about the issue and you've seen all the articles and read about it. So tell me, what do you think about the whole saga or the controversy in the comment section? Let's be clear. Sydney clarified back that those hats weren't her vibe, and she even supported the causes like Black Lives Matter in 2020. So is she a MAGA? There's no hard evidence, but the internet doesn't care about nuisance, does it? I think no, right? Now, the backlash split the internet in two. On one side, progressive critics, including influencers like Payal Desai, say that the ad could harm marginalized groups, especially young women of color, by pushing Eurocentric beauty standards. On the other hand, or the other side, MAGA supporters and the conservative heavyweights like the White House, comes director, like the White House communication director Steve and the Vice President J.D. Vance came to Sydney's defense. Cheng called it cancel culture run amok, and Don Jr. even dropped a parody ad trolling the haters.
My political advice to the Democrats is continue to tell everybody who thinks Sydney Sweeney is attractive is a Nazi. that appears to be their actual strategy. I mean, it actually reveals something pretty interesting about the Dems, though, which is that you have like a normal all-American beautiful girl doing like a normal jeans ad. Right? They're trying to sell jeans to kids in America, and they have managed to so unhinge themselves over this thing. And it's like, you guys, did you learn nothing from the November 2024 election? Like, I actually thought that one of the lessons they might take is we're going to be less crazy. The lesson they have apparently taken is we're going to attack people as Nazis for thinking Sydney Sweeney is beautiful. Great strategy, guys. That's how you're going to win the midterms, especially young American men.
Their course correction lasted about 30 seconds.
That's right. Lasted 30 seconds. Somehow has gotten even crazier. But again, it's just so much of the Democrats is oriented around hostility to basic American life. So you have a pretty girl doing a jeans ad and they can't help but freak out. It reveals a lot more about them than it does us.
Now, American Eagle's response, they doubled down saying it's always been about the jeans. They even pointed out that the proceeds from the Sydney jeans go to crisis text line for domestic violence awareness. Oh, and their stock up to from 4 to 10% during the drama, talking about turning controversy into cash. Damn. Over on X, it's a war zone. Some users are disappointed, tying Sydney voter registration to MAGA and boycotting American Eagles. Others like Lucian Wolf see it as a pushback against Hollywood, like everyone's projecting their politics into a pair of jeans. So, if you guys are projecting your politics toward the pair of jeans, you're doing right. But if it's for the right cause, you're okay. So what's the deal here? Is this ad a coded MAGA message, a marketing misstep, or just a clever campaign getting blown out of the proportion? So my take, it's a mix of bad timing, polarizing themes, and the internet doing what it does best, overreacting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because we feel like this is now the face of MAGA, promoting the woke culture, promoting the whiteness. Because there was nothing bad with the campaign, but how it was done, right? Or tell me what you think in the comment section about this video. Thank you.